Good morning, evening, or afternoon to all of you beautiful people. Josh here, back to bring you a nice and chilled bit of voice-based content. So if you saw my tweet, then unfortunately you would know that I had some issues with my PC, which meant that some of the files for part 2 of the collab with Shakira, unfortunately, were lost, which is pretty shitty. It sucks a fair bit. But something else did happen that I figured I should probably talk about. So for those of you who don't know and can't guess from the title, I went to America not that long ago now. It's been, at time of this recording, just over a week since I got back from America, and I figured I should talk about it because I'm a little less scared of the States now. So without any further ado, let's talk about my trip to America. Let's go! So, the big question, why did I go to America? What made me go to America? Well, if you remember in the video that I posted talking about being scared of America, I talked about the fact that my friends were a big reason why I was now considering going to America. And one of those people is arguably my closest friend in the States, Lila. So early this year, I finally got up the courage, bit the bullet, and I said to them, hey, can you house me for a few days? I'm gonna come to the States. And Lila, being amazing and awesome, said, fuck yeah. So I booked my tickets and the countdown began. I'm serious, me and Lila were genuinely counting down every few days or so, just saying hey, it's this many days. That's pretty kooky. Now, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't mostly terrified of this trip. As I mentioned before, I have some genuine fears of America, but with the way that things have been going over in the States recently, kind of amplified those fears a bit. But, fortunately, everything was pretty great. So let's talk about the actual trip itself. So I woke myself up at the arse crack of dawn, 3 a.m. UK time, to get a cab, to then get a coach to the airport. I left my house at about 3:30. I arrived at the airport at about 9. Yeah. Long things, as people would say. But honestly, the travel on the coach and the travel in the cab was actually very peaceful, and it was just what I needed for a stressful trip like this. Oh, that and the really nice breakfast I had at the airport. That was banging. So then the flight took off, and there I was, sat there realizing to myself, oh cool, I have 9 hours until I land over in the States. So what do you do when you got 9 hours to kill? Well, you watch the entirety of Devil May Cry and a few movies and play some games. So that's what I did. Can I also say, having the entire row to myself, I had myself and then 2 seats next to me completely empty, that made the 9-hour flight so much easier. The flight back, I had 2 people in the seats next to me, and fucking hell, sitting there for 9 hours was so much harder. But the flight there, incredibly pleasant. I was fed, I had a little nap, I got plenty of movies watched, and then I landed in the States. And then I had to stand and wait to get through customs for about an hour. It wasn't that bad, I just stuck on a podcast and just killed time. Yeah, I got through, and the TSA agent was very, very nice at the airport. He took my thumbprints and stuff, so yeah, I can't complain, really. And then, of course, there was finally seeing Callie and Noel and Lila in person. And there's nothing really that I can say that kind of does justice to how awesome it was to see my friends in person. Having known Lila and Callie for so many years, and then finally getting to see them in person, hang out with them, talk to them, hug them, there's no words that describe that kind of feeling. People can go on and on about how internet friends aren't real, but fuck you, dude. They are so real. And then we went to fucking Wendy's. Let me tell you something. I am sad now that I can't have a Baconator. There's no Wendy's where I live. I have to go through life without Baconators right now, and I'm not okay, man. That is the best burger in the world. 10 out of 10. Okay, sorry. Best burger I've had. Because, I know, there's a few chains I haven't had yet. But after that, we went to a fair, and I saw a lot of make America great again stuff, and that was kind of, culture shock. But honestly, I didn't really run into any troubles or anything like that with people who were wearing MAGA stuff. I don't know, maybe I just got lucky. So then day 2, I got to live my inner Will Smith and get me some chicken and waffles. And dude, let me tell you, I never knew that. I know that sweet and savory is a hell of a great combination, but chicken and waffles is out of this world, dude. And the cafe we went to, phenomenal. Then we went and had hot pot, and dude, let me tell you, the experience of sharing a meal like that with people it turns social eating into something completely different, and I can't get enough of it. We did have some weirdness when we went to Waffle House at 3 a.m. because there were some drunk people singing away, and I found out that one of them was British and got deported, so that was interesting. Weird conversation. But overall, Waffle House was great, food was pretty fucking good, and yeah, I had a great time. Oh, and getting easier access to the more uncommon flavors of Dr. Pepper. That's the good shit. And you guys have bigger, standard bottles of Dr. Pepper than us over here in the UK, which I massively appreciate. Like the Dr. Pepper Blackberry in a bottle? Fuck yeah. So there were a few other things we did, but in all honesty, those kind of were not, very America-centric things. I wanted to kind of talk about the things that were very, very American that I did. But overall, it was 5 days, incredibly well spent. I had an amazing time. Like I said, the flight back was a little harder because, being squeezed in between two people being 6'1" and kind of wide was, less fun. But it didn't sour the trip for me. I had an incredible time. It was truly an amazing experience and one that I won't forget. So, yeah, I guess expect to see my goofy ass over there in person more often. And there we go. So that's a bit of a ramble on my first ever trip to the States. Once again, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to Lila, Callie, and Noel for housing me and looking after me and taking me to so many cool places and doing so many awesome things with me. You guys are the reason the trip was so amazing. For that and the Baconator, obviously. I kid. You guys are, I'm so grateful to have you guys, and I'm so grateful that you guys took me in and gave me such an amazing experience. If you have any questions about my time in the States, if you have anything that you think would be good for me to go and see in the future while I'm in the States next time, then let me know in the comments down below. I did get a lot of suggestions on my old previous I'm Scared of America video, but maybe there's some new shit, so yeah, let me know down in the comments below. As always, if you did enjoy this video, then do leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more beautiful voice-based content. Keep your eyes out for my next video. I do upload every 2 weeks, but until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Lila, Noel, and Callie for looking after me while I was out in the States. And above all else, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you magical, wonderful souls, wherever you may be, whether you're in the States or the UK, or somewhere completely random. I don't get a breakdown of where people are who watch me, so yeah. But I hope you magical, wonderful, amazing souls all stay wonderful.